Okay, guys, welcome to part two of Devil May Cry 5. I forgot what part is this. I think at this point I'm not gonna name out the parts. But anyways, last time we discussed basically like we went over the logistics or like the basics about who V is, how he uses the Devil Trigger, basically what's the significance to the damn story, and what basically secret missions are. We're still continuing basically like rummaging through the city. I think is what it is. We're still going through it. Last game, as you guys saw, I basically described how easy it is for Nero to honestly, like literally, get a triple S rank. It's like literally easy, even with that all or basically 100% in like his arsenal. He's just that easy to use, honestly. But anyways, I think okay, yeah. So we reached basically the end of the freaking like level. Kind of gay also, cause. Like for two reasons. One, like the last LP was okay. When I was finishing, like basically editing or whatever, recording, I checked on the time, right? And literally, like I was shocked that it was like 20 minutes. And then I added basically this, like the time that it would take me to complete the next part, because I did basically what I did off screen was first I recorded, right? And then I also checked basically like the time that it would take me to get from point A to point B, and literally it was less than 10 minutes, and that was kind of sad too, because I'm more like I should have just made my like a 20 minute video of like just a complete stage in general, but like I already said, you know, like basically part 2 is gonna come out, so I kind of fucked up there. But anyways, gonna finish these guys off quick because they're kind of getting annoying. Get them, Nightmare. Getting that S rank already. Boom. Striving for the perfection. Or not striving for the perfection. But get him, guys. And game. Double S rank, not that bad. Better than basically a D or just anything low. But anyways, gotta conserve Nightmare because I mean the Devil Gauge just run even if like they're not battling. Nightmare's the only one that does it, by the way. There's a way to actually enhance basically your other like creatures in a sense. Am I gonna do it? Maybe. But for this boss, probably not, because he's kind of annoying because of what I described about basically Shadow being completely useless when it comes to like aerial or basically airborne creatures.
Come meet me. I'm at...
Yeah. Keep your panties on. I see ya already. Be right there.
Honestly, if we were in a demolition derby or whatever, I would honestly want Nico on my team, seeing as how, you know, she could like do some damage to the other guys and you know, stick a good landing. 10 out of 10, people. Whoa, them reflexes though.
Needhog. I never liked this guy.
You catched. I know you.
Dumb as a box of rocks. Let's not even mess with this guy, V. He can't even leave the Clyphod anyway. Just a Clyphod parasite.
You insult me.
Uh-oh.
You insult me.
I think he hurt me. He's angry!
Not in this lifetime. As the air to a bird, or the sea to a fish, so is contempt to the contemptible.
Okay, now we're gonna face our very first boss with like with these. Okay, so one thing I'm gonna go over right now quick that I failed to mention, even though I said I was gonna go through in the last game playthrough, was all the creatures that basically that V has. Okay, so basically all the creatures that V have, they have their own personality and they can actually think on their own also, which is kind of weird because okay, basically it's like this. He's not actually possessing these guys. He basically has like in a sense befriended them so he could use their abilities. And like in this case, like basically, if he's ever in a jam, he could use their abilities. The only problem is for them is that basically, like if you guys ever watched like in a sense basically JoJo's Bizarre Adventures or Persona, like these guys basically they do break, they do get weakened, they're not invulnerable. So like after a certain amount of hits or just in general, they will go away and you know they will have to recharge in a sense. Basically, same thing like in JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, like you know how I stand, you know like Tony takes so much damage, and basically it's like this also. If Nero, basically, I mean Nero, if V suffers some hits, they suffer hits too, like in a way. I don't know why, it's kind of weird though. But it's the opposite for them though. Whereas if they take hits, they don't get weakened, which is weird also, because it's like it shouldn't be like that. But I mean, I heard supposedly that they patched this. I don't know if they did though, because I mean, when I heard about this, it was literally like 2 months after, you know, like I was done completing the game. I don't know if it's an issue still. If it is an issue, I feel bad for, you know, for like the guys that still have an issue with it, or just in general for the people that can't handle it. But for me, it's like not that big of a problem. I don't really see that much as a problem, because for 2 reasons. One, like after you like level up, you're like just Griffin and Shadow after a while, they should be strong enough either way just to like take damage. But at the beginning, it might be like a huge problem, as you know, for 2 reasons. One, if you rely heavily on just like staying out of harm's reach, I really don't, as you guys saw. Like I always like stay close to like the enemy types and just hit them and swing at them. I do take damage, as you can see like on the very top left. I mean, obviously I did take a huge bunch. I'm about to go like on the second gauge. Not yet there, but I mean it's still a, you know, a possibility basically. But anyways, they actually do basically V can honestly control them like basically like just mindless like zombies or puppets, as they do have their own will, right? But like at the end of the day, they have to still obey V though, because they're like basically their life force.
What do you say?
Like their life force is connected to his, so if he dies, they die. But if they die, he doesn't die. Which again is kind of, it's just, I don't see why it's like that. It's just kind of stupid. Like if V like gets hit by a gunshot, they take damage, but if they get damaged, V doesn't get damaged. It's kind of weird. Like, cause if basically in a sense, if they have codependency or are like symbiotic or whatever, where they rely on each other.
Alright, that's not good at all. That's not good. Well, hey, wait, where are you going? Are you running away? That's not a good sign.
I'm afraid then that's a little bit more than I can take on right now.
Get out of me!
But anyways, like I was saying, if they're linked, they should both take damage. But again, like it just doesn't work like that, which is kind of stupid. I mean, I see why, because when I said, remember how I said back in the last game playthrough, like how if basically like V's just like just a character that you could just S rank in general, so I could see why they basically limited him like that. And if they basically if the game creators already knew this was gonna like be a problem, maybe that's why they introduced it. But if they didn't, then they're just complete dicks. But you know, that's just them. You know, it's their game, not mine. I just happen to be the guy playing it. But anyways, that's the end for this game playthrough. I'll see you guys, you know, whenever. You know, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. It does help out. Recently reached double digits, which is awesome. You know, for just like starting in general. And well, I'll see you guys later. Oh, and also debate on like what name I should call the fan base. Because I'm not calling you guys the fan base. I'm gonna call you either my Forte folks or the Falls Are Freaks. Don't know yet though. Still debating on it. But see you guys.